Hello everyone and welcome to another high elo game of Age of Empires. Today we're having a turkey sandwich on rye because we're all healthy and shit and finishing it up just in time to sit down to watch Mr. Yo playing as the Vietnamese in red take on Hera playing as the Turks in blue. Now all the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings with goats, with scouts, and with everything available to them and try to go up to Feudal Age as soon as possible. Let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Vietnamese are an archer civilization that has access to two pretty cool, unique archer units. The first, the Rattan archer, is the second fastest foot archer in the game, comes with a decent attack and massive amounts of armor. Think Huskarl levels, making it very hard for archer units, enemy archer units, I should say, to kill it. The second is their other unique unit, the Imperial Skirmisher, a better armored version of the Elite Skirmisher that comes with a higher attack and bonus against foot archers and cav archers. Now, if that's not enough archer for you, every unit that comes out of a Vietnamese archery range comes with 20% more HP. Now, to support their ranged units on the field of battle, Vietnamese elephants can be upgraded to get a massive 100 HP boost, making a fully upgraded Vietnamese elephant pretty damn chonky at 420 HP. They also get conscription free of charge, which means they hit the ground running in Imperial. And to afford the cost of training their ranged units and battle elephants, all economic upgrades cost no wood and are researched twice as fast, and their lumberjacks can be upgraded to actually generate a small amount of gold for every tree they cut down. Now, unlike other civilizations who have features, bonuses, characteristics designed to help protect them against raiding to keep them safe and secure, the Vietnamese, let's take a look at their line of sight. Notice anything on the minimap? They know exactly where their opponents are located, making it much easier to go straight for your opponent, possibly raid them, at the very least explore their base, see what they're building, see where you can apply pressure, etc. A pretty damn cool feature. Now, speaking of the Turkish base that we saw a second ago, the Turks, a civilization built around their love of boom gunpowder. Their gunpowder units are created faster, have extra HP, come with cheaper technologies, I should say, and some gunpowder units can actually be upgraded to get extra range. Now, staying on the whole gunpowder brand thing, the unique unit of the Turks is the Janissary. This is a more expensive but less accurate hand cannoneer with more HP, better attack, and more armor, although it does not come with any kind of bonus against infantry. And to support these heavy but expensive units on the field of battle, the Turks can actually field some pretty decent supporting units of their own. Their scout line units come with extra pierce armor. Their cav archers can be upgraded to get 20 extra HP. So is it possible that we're going to see 20% bigger cav archers versus 20 HP bigger cav archers? You never know with these two players. Anything is possible. Now, lastly, the Turkish scout line units automatically upgrade to light cav and automatically upgrade to hussars the second they reach castle and Imperial Age, which means the Turks do hit the ground running and have access to the top of the line raiding units as soon as they go up to those ages. Now, for the Turks to afford their gold intensive gunpowder units, which as we all know are very gold intensive, Turkish miners do work 20% faster. They get the chemistry upgrade for free, and that free feature that I mentioned where scouts become light cav, become hussars, does ultimately save them about 1,300 resources, including 650 gold, which is a pretty substantial saving. Those are the two civilizations that we have in front of us today. A lot of potential unit matchups. I always, when we see games of the Vietnamese, get pretty damn excited about the potential of, where are you guys going? The potential of, okay, they're going to become lumberjacks. So the potential of seeing those battle elephants, especially with the latest patch where I believe their speed was increased, just generically, not the Vietnamese in particular. I think battle elephant speeds were increased to something like 8.8. They're 0.8 to 8.8. Oh my goodness, I don't know why I'm stuttering so much. 0.88 tiles per second from, I think it was 0.8, maybe? I feel like there's a number after the 8. It was 0.8 something, and then they changed it to 888. That's what I know. So potentially a very exciting, like I said, matchup. You've got one civilization with amazing archer units. Those elephants, conscription for free, so they can start pumping out units in Imperial. But speaking of Imperial, if Hera can get up to Imperial, the Turks, they're not exactly shy lilies or whatever the expression is. They have a lot of powerful units of their own, but we are not an Imperial yet. We are still very much... Oh, right as I started that sentence, both players hit Feudal Age, so we are very much still in the early stages of the game. Let's take a look at where the bases are and where the resources are. Primary gold for our Turk, nice and secure in the back. Primary stone a little bit off to the side, but I would call this a fairly rear-facing position with additional gold and a relic to the back of his base. Forests, 2 of them in the forward position. A bit of extra gold and stone off to the south, and another small kind of forest here to the south. So overall, not a terrible base for Hera, open to the north, which is why we see him building a bit of a wall off. I'd be shocked if this is going to be a full wall off, probably just a funnel into the town center, or maybe not even that. The forward position, though, pretty obvious. Oh my god, again at the 10-minute mark, the game froze. I keep saying it over and over again. But yeah, I'm not surprised to see the forward part walled off. This is a very easy wall off for him between 2 ferns. Mr. Yo's base, primary gold, very much in the forward position and underneath a hill, which makes it so annoying in case your opponent gets any kind of units up here. 25% more damage done by them. Stone in the back position, not terrible, but the south, not terrible to wall off. His forests, let's zoom out a little bit. He's got 3 forests as well, kind of medium-sized, but they're in very far away positions, and there's a lot of space, a lot of land between them. Now, the Turks, aside from their hussars, their light cav, their scout cav, not exactly the most mobile of civilizations, so we'll see how Hera decides to play this. If he'll be active or reactive in any game, there's always the one who puts on the pressure. If you saw yesterday's game, man, oh man, is there always one who puts on pressure. If you haven't seen yesterday's game between the Viper and Capuch, number 1, what the actual F? Number 2, go and watch it right now. After this game. Not actually right now, because it was just a fantastic game showing you the absolute insanity that is the Mongols and the absolute tankiness that is Saracen camels without spoiling anything. It's a pretty damn fantastic game, but we'll see. For now, Mr. Yo is the one putting on the aggression, banking a good amount of food. No villagers on gold just yet. Is that really the first kill of the game? 13 minutes into the game, a spearman, a Turkish spearman, lies dead on the dance floor as more and more Vietnamese units are starting to come out. And remember, anything that comes out of here, 36 HP instead of 30. Let's put that comparison. There we go. The Turks. That amazing Vietnamese. I never understood why the Vietnamese had the lowest win rate. I mean, obviously, there has to be a civ with the lowest win rate. That's just the way hierarchy works. There's always a top, there's always a bottom, but I don't know, just a civ with so many economic features. Was it really such a game changer that they made the Imperial Skirmisher upgrade cheaper and doubled the speed of economic upgrades? Was that really that impactful that all of a sudden they're not in last place anymore? I don't know what the hell's going on with the Vietnamese. It's a very fascinating civilization in terms of gameplay. By the way, while I've been blabbing on about what I don't understand, what Hera understands is how to kill a scout and no more Vietnamese scouts. And look at the skirmishers dispersing in all corners of the map here, all 4 corners of the wind. Fantastic move out of Mr. Yo. If you don't know, skirmishers have a minimum range, which means that 1 scout generally can be very problematic for a clump of even 6 of them, but not when you fan them out to the north, to the west, to the east. What is tinkling? We've got a few spearmen here trying to take down a house. Good luck with that. Good luck with this as well. Skirmishers not exactly the quickest killing units. Not exactly the strongest units. So there we go. No wonder those Turkish villagers decided to take matters into their own hands. And now they've got a bit of an escort here. I don't know what the hell is going on here. That scout forgot that he's wearing blue colors and not red for a second. Mr. Yo's aggression is unrelenting. There are red dots streaming across the map. More and more units are dying for both players. I would normally say, okay, he's trying to go up to fast castle or faster castle than his opponent, but he still has no gold. He's barely got any food. Hera's got more resources than him, and Hera's on the defensive and has held. Okay, so our Turks, seeing that our Vietnamese player has gone skirmishers is just pumping out scout cavalry. And like I mentioned yesterday, when you have a civilization that has features for any unit, doesn't matter if it's militia line units that upgrade automatically from one to the next, doesn't matter if it's the scout units that upgrade one to the next, you want to keep those units alive for as long as possible. And now I'm assuming the spearman is going to shoo this army away, or maybe not. Another change in the patch is that these guys now have a bigger attack bonus against spearman line units. I believe 3, and then it jumps up to 4 once they become elite. Not that we're going to get to see Turkish elite skirmishers, notoriously absent from their archer line. But yeah, Hera's going to want to keep these scouts around for a long as possible. Let's put it like that. Just because the second he hits castle, even though he's nowhere near castle at the moment, they will automatically become light cavalry units. So this is, like I said, this is again a very interesting matchup. You wouldn't think about it. You wouldn't think from just the reading of the civ charts that this would be an interesting matchup, but you've got one unit with extra pierce armor. By the way, let's look at that. 2+1 pierce armor right now, even though he hasn't researched a single armor upgrade for them, against a civilization whose archer units, all of them, skirmishers, cav archers, archers, crossbows, whatever the hell, all come with 20% more HP, making it harder for these scouts to kill. So one comes with extra armor, one comes with extra HP. I mean, I'm talking a lot. I'm assuming we're going to get to see a lot of light cav units because Hera's got the resources, but Mr. Yo's already clicked up. Oh, these scouts get caught behind enemy lines. Oh, this is going to be terrible. What the hell happened there? I thought those spearmen were going to do a much better job taking out those scouts. Maybe they were injured or hurt or something. They did not do as good a job as I thought. 4 scouts against 2 spearmen. I thought the spearmen would have at least got 2 of those scouts, but no, never mind. Theirs is a pierce armor boost, not exactly a melee armor boost like the Teutons. I guess the last thing we're really missing in Age of Empires is a civilization whose archer units automatically progress and become better from archer to crossbow to arbalest, right? We've got the infantry one with the Bulgarians going militia line. We've got the Turks for the cavalry. Oh man, he is losing a lot as Hera, but he's keeping his economy safe, which is the main goal right now as he's clicking up, because he can't really train any more villagers at the moment. But I'm really looking forward to potentially an introduction of a civ, or maybe a change of a civ feature, where an archer becomes a crossbow, becomes an arbalest. I don't know if that's realistic or not. I'd imagine Mysterio right now just wants to shoo some of these villagers into the town center, so there's a bit of idle time. Hera not falling for it. But Mysterio hits Castle Age first. Bloodlines. Cav archers. Okay. So half of my wish is coming true. One side is going cav archers. We'll see if Hera goes cav archers. I don't see why he would. When he's got these automatic, by the way, in 10. Oh, let's take a look again. Automatically, they become light cavalry units. So 3 pierce armor against 10 extra HP. Now, this cav archer generally comes with 50 HP, then Bloodlines adds 20, and then 20% of 50 is 10, which is why you see it has 80 HP. So both players poking into each other's bases, getting a bunch of kills. It looks like Mr. Yo's gotten 2 villager kills, and now he's kind of, I guess, ignoring. He's ignored this army for a little bit, which means that these light cav will close, and now the skirmisher can do nothing but stand and die. Cav archers taking on these skirmishers. I'm pretty sure Hera doesn't mind losing. Oh, so he's going light cavalry. Okay. So Mr. Yo's got to recognize what's happening here, because the last thing you want to do is face a fully upgraded Turkish Hussar with any kind of archer units. That being said, one with 10 extra HP is not bad. Although it wouldn't have 10 extra HP, right? It'd have a bit more in Imperial if he upgrades it. But for now, what's our armor looking like? 4 pierce armor against the unit that attacks on an 8. So 4 damage per shot. Looks like Hera's army in Mr. Yo's base is being shooed away, but it's being shooed away by a slower unit, so he can just keep running around. Okay. Oh, every time I try to say anything, the exact opposite happens. And now we'll find out, does the extra armor beat out the extra HP? Oh my god. What an absolute Vietnamese sandwich. I think buns are Vietnamese, right? I've had some real good buns. Ooh, nice. Gets another unit in his base, so all of the blue rating is done while red retreats. Toronto's got a lot of really delicious restaurants. And Vietnamese food is just, oh, it's so delicious. Okay, this is enough numbers, though, to shoot away Hera, who is doing what? Getting monks. He's going, training more and more. Might want to get iron casting to kill these guys faster. If they come with more HP, might want to focus on a few attack upgrades. Looks like both players with a second town center, one for Hera. Not a terrible location. Gets the gold. A lot of areas for farms here. This one, why here and not here? Oh, because he hasn't seen the gold. The importance of scouting. I think if Mr. Yo had seen the gold here, this town center would most likely be down here. And Hera has now busted in through the palisade gate that was put on emergency style. And this is not good for our Vietnamese. This is not good at all. He's going to lose a bunch of villagers over on the other side of the map. He is again getting swarmed by a whole bunch of blue light cavalry units. Army supplies very similar, but our Vietnamese is starting to fall behind in villager count. Now, the good news for him is Hera's not going any kind of range units except maybe monks. But those monks are nowhere near... Yeah, they're focusing on relics. They are nowhere near our Vietnamese base, which means he can easily wall off all of his resources. And Hera's aggression really won't matter that much at the moment. What are the upgrades on these guys? +2, +1, no ballistics. Yeah, so Mr. Yo can safely get wood, can safely get gold. Now he's trapping these units in here as best he can. They're going underneath the town center, but again, with 4 pierce armor, now 5 pierce armor. Are they really going to care that much? Oh my goodness. Are we going to see an elephant transition out of Mr. Yo? I mean, he's already got bloodlines. Not like he invested significantly into upgrading his archer units. Oh, it's open here? Oh, that sour tree stump betrays the Vietnamese base. And it looks like another cav archer. I mean, you see your opponent... Okay, there's iron casting. You see your opponent's going light cav with 5 freaking pierce armor, and you attack on an 8. So you're doing 3 damage to a unit with 80 HP, which is what, 17 volleys needed to kill? No, more. What's 80 divided by 3? It is definitely not 17. Wow, 27? No. Yeah, 27 shots needed. Right? 20 is 60 and 21 is 81. Yeah, 27 shots, not 17. So I had the 7 down, right? Hera being as annoying as possible. He's banking a lot of gold. Oh, is Hera doing Hera things? Oh, there's ballistics. There's thumb ring. Now, after losing a whole bunch of these units, he's investing in these upgrades. I was going to say, is Hera doing Hera things by rushing up to Imperial? I don't know if he is. He's spending a lot of food on these light cavalry units who are just swarming everything. Mr. Yo needs to transition into something else here. This is not going to be an army composition that is going to work out for him in the long term. I mean, I say that he's got no resources. He's got 5 ingots of gold. He's got 143 stakes. And that's basically it. Okay, town center does help out. A few additional cav archers. But look at how hard it is to kill these Turkish light cavalry units. Yikes. Okay, he does manage to shoo them away. It looks like there was an absolute massacre of units here by for Mr. Yo. Now let's see their firing rate, because that really is going to be 1.8 light cavalry, not as fast, I believe. Yeah, just a 2. Okay, Hera is losing monks. What is this up here? A few houses? A siege workshop for our Turk. Does Red have any indication of this? No, he, by the way, has finally seen the gold up down here, rather. I was going to say up here. No, that is down here. Hera with a 3rd town center going up. Mysterio already has his up. But he's still 10 villagers behind. He's still 10 army count behind. Yeah, I've heard cav archers described as a snowball, where, you know, you get a few, then you need to get a few more, then you need to get a lot more if you want to make them effective at all. Okay. Making it work, but there's Imperial for Hera. Oh no, Mr. Yo. Mr. Yo is nowhere close, and once these guys automatically become Hussars, Mr. Yo's got 3 minutes to figure out a way to do this. What's you? Nothing training in here? Yeah, because once these guys become Hussar, I don't know that he can necessarily handle, what is it? 7 Pierce armor maxed out? He's selling wood for gold. Why? Because he's training more cav archers. He's got to get some scouting done. He's got to figure out that his opponent is going to Imperial. Hera is happy to keep doing this, to throw away a few units here and there to keep Mr. Yo in the dark, to keep him the hell away from his base. Although throwing a few units is not exactly a description of what's happening here. He is pushing these cav archers back right to their base. A minute and a half away from Imperial. But like I said, when you're playing a civ like the Turks, you want to keep your calves alive, your light calves alive as long as possible. Now a bunch of them have really shitty HP. He runs away preemptively with these lumberjacks because you know Mr. Yo is going to try to snipe them. Still nothing being trained out of that siege workshop. Hera, holy moly, he is going to hit Imperial Age with a bunch of resources. Mr. Yo is getting handcart. Oh no. Oh no, our Vietnamese is about to get, what do we want to say, swarmed, swamped, overrun? I mean, it's only a matter of time. He's also supply cab blocked, housed at 105. Hera's got 23 population space. Let's see these guys turn into Hussars. I'll get the... Of course, they had to do it behind the buildings, right? And now 5 Pierce armor immediately plops down plate barding armor. Oh, Mr. Yo's getting the pikeman upgrade. Oh, he knows he's in trouble. Yeah, he knows he's in trouble. You got to run away. You got to use your speed here. 1.54, 1.65. These are very fast moving units. You need to get the hell out of here. Immediately. Squires. Oh no, Mr. Yo, are you building any barracks? I really want to see probably these dots here in the front. Yeah. I did not want to move away from this battle because this is just going to be an absolute slaughter. Hera needs to carve a few units to send them here and a few units to send here. Oh, never mind. Mr. Yo just stands his ground, stands and dies. Has a single Hussar died here? Do we see the wings of a Hussar anywhere? No, there we go. Gets 1 on the retreat. Funnily enough, on the high ground. Oh, why did Hera leave this guy? Okay, he realizes he left 1 behind as it attacks the villagers. Hussars. A bombard cannon out of our Turk. The Butte. You can never see the units behind. Very interesting quirk in Age of Empires, but I don't know what the hell Mr. Yo is going to do right now. He's going pikemen. Pikemen versus Hussars. Okay. Not exactly a 32 attack bonus. Hera sees this, by the way. He sees this barracks. He knows the flags are there. He must be enjoying himself, realizing that, hey, my opponent is slowing down the game. He doesn't have the resources, so he's going pike. Oh, man, and now he is just absolutely attacking. He wants to bust his way in here. The pikemen... No attack upgrades, but they don't need it. They're relying on that 22 cavalry attack bonus. But against us, this was a good place for him to take a stand for Mr. Yo. Oh no, he moves back. He lets the Hussars surround him. That was a bad move for Mr. Yo. And he is absolutely getting swarmed. Triple the army supply for his opponent. The better unit. He's going up to Imperial. Does he have time? The bombards here. Oh. Could he have held? Could Mr. Yo have held? I mean, look, no one wants to hold ground while this beast of a unit is firing 40 damage balls at your head. No one wants to be there. No one wants to take a ball to the face like that. But could he have held here? He is going up to Imperial. Instead, what he does is he goes backwards. He carves his army up in half. Not too sure why. You need mass right now. Unfortunately for Mr. Yo, there's no high ground anywhere here. So these cav archers are stuck doing 8 attack to a unit. Was I right about 7? Yeah, 7 Pierce armor. These cav archers, the best thing they can do right now, delete this house and go snipe this bombard cannon. That's the best thing you can do. You've got 1,100 wood. 1 barracks, 2 barracks, 3 barracks, 4 barracks. But let's see what he can get done. So he retreats off to the side. And Hera goes straight into the guts. He knows he doesn't want to go into a choke point, so he wants to get as much surface area as possible. And the pikemen are doing a good amount of work, but oh, there's reinforcements on the way here. There's now also a second bombard cannon somewhere out on the map, prowling, looking of where to throw his big balls around. And that's it. The pikemen are gone. 1 pikeman left, 0 pikemen left. And now Mysterio moves in to snipe the bombard cannon, something he should have done decades ago, and then he doesn't even shoot at it. Emergency castle went up a little bit too late. Where's the second bombard? Oh, here it is. Okay, so what is it attacking? Let's see what it's attacking. It's attacking this house. Okay. So Hera likely just wasn't microing that bombard cannon, but wow, Hera doing Hera things, rushing his butt up to Imperial, gets that automatic upgrade from Light Cav to Hussar, 7 Pierce Armor, even manages to get Blast Furnace. So these are fully upgraded Turkish Hussars against Castle Age Vietnamese Cav Archers, which again, instead of 70, they come with 80 HP, but that 10 extra HP just means, actually, what's their melee? Okay, so 2 extra attacks from the Hussar needed, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong, that's not terrible, but Castle went up way too late. Mysterio realized what was going on way too late. I love the placement of the barracks. I love that he went up to 10 pikemen. I wish he would have taken a fight here. I wish we could have seen those pikemen hold the line Thermopylae style, but alas, it is Hera, our Turk, who just snowballs out of control. 65 Cav Archers, 90 Light Cav for the majority of the game. Hera with his usual 200 to 300 APM middle part of the game. Mysterio with his usual immediate clicking in the beginning of the game with his peak APM right at the beginning. Can't imagine the economies are too different. No, exactly. Relic Gold not really playing a role. It's actually Hera who gets that 1 relic that we saw Mysterio getting no relics. He has the wood and the stone. Hera's got the food and the gold, but really is the food. 6,000 difference in food, which is why he ended the game with 41 Hussars en route. And even though the villager kills were tiny, even though the resources gathered were the same, the kill count identical, it is just the big brain move out of Hera to rush up to Imperial, and Mysterio just didn't catch wind of it. He didn't realize that that's what was happening. He took a bunch of fights here. He used a very mobile unit in a very stationary manner. And number 1, I wish we got to see battle elephants. Number 2, yeah, what can you do against a civilization where you automatically get Hussars the second you hit Imperial Age? You don't have to wait. You don't have to pay. You don't have to do anything. All you have to do is make sure they're upgraded and make sure that you take your mouse and you right click somewhere here to get those Hussars to absolutely swarm the opponent. How many stables? Not even that many stables. 3 of them. This just goes to show you how long Hera has kept these guys alive. 32 units out of 3 stables is 10 units a stable-ish. And it is just an amazing thing to see. You guys know this is my favorite feature bonus in the game to watch, the Turkish one, where the scouts become Light Cav and the Light Cav become Hussars, is my favorite hands down to watch. Don't ask me why, it makes no sense, but it is what it is. And Hera, with the fully upgraded Hussar, manages to outrun, outmaneuver, and outmuscle Mr. Yo, takes the W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.